Okay guys, want to show you a quick video of a read and react drill that I like to do. Pretty basic, and I'm sure you probably have seen it or maybe done it before. I just want to cue you on a few important things. Basically what I do is I have a couple of bigger stretch bands. I just tie them together. It gives me a little bit more length and not so much quick tightness in the band. I can get a little bit more length through the stiffness of the band. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it. I can either have a partner or just some kind of a standard that I can put it around. And then I'm going to put it around my athlete's waist. Now, normally in this drill, where the camera is, there'll be a coach, normally me, and I'm going to point to one of the cones. The athlete has to come out of an athletic stance and react and get to the cone. Secondly, because if you notice I've got a green, a blue, and a red cone, I can call the color. So they have to concentrate a little bit more to sound, auditory command, and recognize the color and then get to the cone. By using a visual point, that's probably a little bit more obvious for an athlete in a sport because they see things occur in front of them, so they'll react to what occurs and then they move in that direction. So in this drill, I can set up any kind of movement pattern I want. For what I'm going to show you is I'm going to do an athletic stance, and then I'm going to kind of accelerate towards the cone, and then I'm going to shuffle back. The two outside cones, when I shuffle back, I always shuffle back facing the center. So if I come out here to the green, I shuffle back facing the middle. When I come to the blue, I can go either side. I can have the athlete switch sides and shuffle back to the middle. Now, I could do the same drill with a back pedal if I wanted. I could have them do a crossover step. The one concern you have to have is they're being pulled backwards. So if they do a movement that creates excessive acceleration, they could get hurt, fall back, and maybe even fall into the partner if the partner's holding, or in this case, would even be worse, a standard. So you want to make sure they have really good balance. One of the key factors is how do you want them to stand at the beginning and then after each rep. For me, I always want a split step. Okay, this is a split step. Okay, I want them to come back here. So if I go forward here and I back pedal back, I always want them back here, and I try to time it so when their feet hit the ground, I'll say the next cone color, or I'll point to the next cone. So when they hit, now they can explode out of it. They'll hit, and then they explode out in the direction that they're supposed to go. Because they're being tethered, or they have a band that's pulling them down, and they're going to have excessive lean forward, which I want, you'll see them take a natural step forward. Okay? They don't have to do like a repositioning step, but they will at times based on their balance. But if you look at me this way from this angle, you notice because the band's pulling me, I'm already leaning way forward. If I didn't have this band, you would see more of a plyo step, like we call it, or a repositioning step. Okay, so basically if I'm here and I'm just going to go random cones here, you'll just see me react quickly and go to the cone and then come back. Now this is much shorter than I would normally have it, but it's for the purpose of this video. Okay, so you can see I just react, I stay low. You're trying to create an acceleration angle that affords them the ability to get to where they need to go, stop under control, then be able to retreat back and then be ready for the next rep. Really great drill. You can do a ton of things with it, a ton of different movement patterns. Be safe with it. If you use the resistance, know while you're using it. I don't always use resistance, but when I do it, there's a reason for it, and I'm trying to increase power, and I'm trying to get them on kind of that forward lean that I would like, kind of like my tennis players, when they split, they're always leaning into the court. Okay, so hope you enjoy it.